Shopify now supports automatic order routing. You can use this feature to send order fulfillments to specific locations to match your business needs. Let's see how to configure some rules. Let's start by looking at our products and store locations. Our fulfillment network consists of 4 different warehouses: Los Angeles, Dallas, New York, and Vancouver. Let's say we want to set up a rule that ensures an order is routed to the closest location for fulfillment. In your Shopify shipping settings, you will now see an option to configure order routing. You can manage your rules and set up custom selections. When you first manage your rules, you'll see a default configuration. To set up a custom rule set, we'll remove the existing rules and create our own. We click the Add button to start selecting our rules. We can see 4 different default selections. You can pick a single rule or combine them to create a more sophisticated route. For now, let's start with a single selection. We'll choose Ship from Closest Location. This is a basic rule that will choose a fulfillment location that is closest to the shipping address. With this rule in place, Shopify will use the customer's shipping address to determine which location is the closest and deduct the inventory from that store location. If we look at one of our products, we can see that it's stocked at all 3 of our store locations. Shopify will use the order routing to select the correct location. Let's place an order and see this rule in action. Since these are perishable goods, we want to ensure that the order ships from the closest location. We want the items shipped to us in Los Angeles, so we enter our shipping address and place an order on the Shopify store. All of our warehouses had each item in stock, so it's up to the new order routing rules to determine the best location for this order. Once the order is placed, Shopify will automatically use the order routing rules to select the warehouse location for this order. Let's now go to our Shopify admin and review the order. We can see that Shopify has automatically selected the Los Angeles warehouse for fulfillment. Shopify used the shipping address of our order and the order rules to determine that the closest location was the Los Angeles warehouse. If we look back at the order rules, we can see that this logic matches our configuration. Let's place another order. However, this time, we'll choose the shipping location in Texas. And once again, we'll let the order rules select the fulfillment location. When we return to the Shopify order administration, we can see that this time, the selected fulfillment location is the Texas warehouse and not Los Angeles, as in the previous order. Using the order's shipping address, Shopify was able to select the closest location, which was Texas. When we return to our products and review the adjustment history, we can see that the inventory for each order was correctly deducted from the closest warehouse location. We can check each product and see the corresponding order. Let's return to the order routing settings and try a different rule. This time, let's use the ranked location rule. This allows us to create a location group and priority to determine which location will be used for fulfillment. When we select this rule, we can manage our various locations and place them in a ranked priority. You can group locations together or keep each one separate. Shopify will use this grouping and ranking to determine the fulfillment location. Let's create this rule to use our New York location as the top priority for all orders. This means Shopify will first use New York to fulfill the orders. If all items are not available in New York, Shopify will then move to Los Angeles and Texas. So now, let's place a new order. We'll use Los Angeles as our shipping address. When we review this new order in the admin, we can see that Shopify has automatically selected the New York fulfillment location even though the order was shipping to Los Angeles. The order rules stated that New York should always be the priority. And because of this rule, Shopify selected the New York location for the fulfillment. For more sophisticated order routing, you can combine these rules to create a smarter system and select the priority for each one. Let's create a multi-rule configuration and see how it works. We'll start by selecting the minimize split rule, and then tell it to keep all orders within the destination market, and finally, choose the closest location. To test this rule, we'll target items that are stocked in our various warehouses. We have one item that is available in New York, Los Angeles, and Canada, but not in our Texas warehouse. If we look at another item, we can see that it's stocked in New York, Los Angeles, Texas, and Canada. So what will happen if we place an order for these two items? Let's head to our storefront and create a new order that contains these two products. We'll enter a shipping destination of Los Angeles. If we go back to our order routing settings, we can review the rules and the priority. So first, minimize the split shipments. This means we want the order to ship from a single location. Next, keep the order in the same market. This means we don't want an LA order shipping from Canada. And lastly, choose the closest location for the order. The rules will run in that sequence, and Shopify will select the appropriate location. When we review the order in Shopify, we can see that it was routed to our Los Angeles warehouse. Because it contained all the items, it was in the correct market, and it was the closest fulfillment location to the shipping address. So now you can see how easy it is to create custom order routing rules in Shopify.